Hello there, Dolores Andrew Gavin, founder of Irish Health Hour, a global health and wellness community, which happens mostly on Twitter. And that's what I'm here to speak to you about this morning, how incredible the power of this social media platform is, Twitter. A lot of people don't use Twitter. They find it's too fast, it's too furious. They don't know how to find their ideal clients and customers there. But I am here today to give you 10 tips to help you with Twitter and in order to have you tweeting like a pro in no time. So I'm going to start off with the first tip is that it's essential, like on any social media platform, to be very clear on your message. Knowing how you want to serve people and being clear about the message is essential. You know, in order to attract the right kind of client, you need to be able to speak their language. You need to know what pain points they have, and your message should incorporate should you should have this your message so clear that your ideal clients and customers will hear their pain points through what you say. Number two is ensuring people know what it is you do. And it's surprising how sometimes we can forget this, that when we go into our bio, whether it be on our website or any social media platform, that it doesn't actually state what it is we do, because possibly we have changed, we have upgraded our skills, and we have forgotten to change our bio. So it's extremely important to go back into your different platforms and to ensure that your bio is up to date. And that is a huge one, really, because when people go into our bios, they take a look at it. If it doesn't resonate with them, they're not going to stay around. They're going to move on. And whilst you might be a perfect fit for them, they won't know it if it's not there for them. And of course, um, we also want to make sure that then, when we have our message clear, we have our bio clear, that that what we actually tweet is in alignment with our message. Now, obviously, we don't want all our tweets to be just business, business, business. But what we do is we want to create content that's in alignment with our message, but yet isn't all about sales. Now, we also, it's always good advice not to be selling all the time, or not to realize that we actually have a digital footprint, and to not put something out there that is actually in direct opposition to what your message is. Now, sometimes this can be done unconsciously. We might find something, and we might find a message, a tweet online, or we might find something on Facebook that we find funny, or we find whatever, and we feel like sharing it. But if this is in direct opposite to what we actually talk about or our ethos, it's best not to post this, because whilst we might be posting it just for fun, it might make people question why they're following us in the first place. So always making sure our tweets are in alignment with the topic that we actually talk about. Now, we can mix it up a little bit, as I say, but it's just something to be mindful of. Also, it's there are communities out there for a lot of the different. There's a health and wellness community, is the one I run. There's also Twitter communities. There are communities for authors. So finding those communities and engaging with people there is a great way to work with Twitter in a way that you're actually connecting with the people that you want to be connecting with. Now, whether it's B2B or B2C, and if you're clear on your message, you'll know where you want to meet people, and it's like picking a club, even, that you wanted to network with people, and you're not going to go to an organization, should I say, that's full of mechanics if you're a health and wellness practitioner, because it's not in alignment with what the community. You won't have anything in common with these people, it's likely. So it's being in the right community, it's being in the right group, it's being in the right networking people, so that you have things to talk about. And collaborating with people in the same industry is always hugely beneficial for both, because it's always better to collaborate rather than to compete. We can, as one of my friends Leah talks about a lot, we can collaborate with strategic partners, and we can get an awful lot more done when we work together with like-minded people. And that brings me on to the next one: finding people in the same niche as ourselves and working with them, because we can do projects together. We can collaborate. We two coaches, even though they it may seem that they work in the same area, none of us are the same. One coach may deal more with empowerment, and one may deal more with helping people with their career. And a combination of these skills, and even talking to people about how they work, is always there again beneficial. And you will find these people on Twitter when you're in the right groups, in the right communities, and making connections and networking and engaging with them. Social listening is also important to hear who's talking about what you do and what they want to know. This is great for researching what kind of content you want to put out there. Listening to what people are asking right now, and then creating content around that. If you're in, let's say, a dog grooming industry, what are people looking for now, right now? Is it a different need than they had last year? Maybe it's seasonal. It's your market yourself, so it's looking at these questions. And the next one is joining in with trending topics. What topics are being talked about right now, and what way can you create content to join one of these topics? Just you can find this by going to your Twitter account and looking and seeing what's trending now, and just browse through them. But what I would say is always make sure that you have something to add value to the conversation. Don't just jump into a conversation for the sake of joining into a trending content, and make your content valuable and interesting so that people will want to use it. Next one is plan ahead and see what events are on. Yes, so different days. There are things like International Women's Day. There is things like Father's Day, Mother's Day. All these events, as they're called. You can find them on Twitter as well, and you will see that that you can maybe, if you, let's say, you create products that would be a good present for Mother's Day or Father's Day, then you can plan ahead and you can create content around these days, and we can use the hashtag Father's Day, Mother's Day, International Women's Day, whatever it is. Next one is using hashtags. So there again, if you have a product and a service. I'll give you an example of me. My business is Irish Health Hour. So that's my hashtag as well. So that anything that I want to share, I use that hashtag. So if people want to check what I do, they just put that hashtag in the search engine, and they'll find everyone that connects with me as well as what I put up. So I have a hashtag hour as well, but you don't have to create your own hashtag hour. You can always join other people's hashtag hours, but you could have a hashtag for your own business. Like, let's say, I have a summit going on as well at the moment on my other side of my business. So my website is Celtic Soul Essence. So I have now I've created a hashtag called hashtag Celtic Soul Summit, because it's a summit online. So it's just using your name or creating a hashtag around what is relevant in your business. And then that brings me on to joining a hashtag hour. Mine is on every Sunday evening between 8 and 9. It's just networking for health and wellness community. Hashtag hours are free to join. If you are in social media, there are plenty of social media hashtag hours you can join. If you're in business, there are hashtag hours for small to medium sized businesses. There are women's hashtag hours for networking within women's groups. You just need to do a little bit of research and Google and see what comes up for you. So there are my 10 top tips this morning for getting Twitter to getting you out there and getting you notice is what we always want to do. So until next time, thank you for listening.